Hey everybody, I'm John and this is Blind Whiskey Reviews. Hey everyone, and thank you so much for joining me here today on Blind Whiskey Reviews, the most honest reviews on YouTube. Today we're reviewing the Michter's American Whiskey, and that kind of brings up the topic of American whiskey. What do you guys think about American whiskey? What's your opinion? American whiskey, if you don't already know, differs a little bit from bourbon and rye in the sense that they don't have to follow the same standards. When you call something an American whiskey, it doesn't have to be aged in New York oak barrels, and in the case of Michter's, this whiskey is aged in previously used whiskey barrels. I don't think they tell you what type, but it's aged in previously used barrels, so it does give you a bit different character than you would normally expect from like a bourbon or a rye, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit after the review. But what's your opinion? Do you like American whiskeys? Do you like the characters that you get out of having used barrels with an American style whiskey? So I'd love to hear your opinion. Leave it in the comments down below, and let's get on to the review. All right, everybody, let's get into the whiskey. We've got a medium amber, kind of golden color on the nose. I'm having a hard time getting the nose. I don't know if it has something to do with the air conditioner's blowing on me right here, so it might be kind of ruining the aroma here, but getting some like caramel, bigger like butterscotch. Let's see if we can coax a little bit more character out of this nose here. Some deeper fruit notes. Maybe like a cherry. Definitely some brown sugar in there. Maybe like a plum. Anyways, let's move on to the taste. Cheers. I mean, right up front, I get a big punch of butterscotch. There's some kind of sweet, woody character towards the back of the tongue. Up front, on the palate, there's a bit more light fruit, like an apple. As you go back, it kind of deepens into those dark fruit kind of characters, that plum, the cherry, the brown sugar, the caramel. And after you're done with it, you're left with kind of a deeper, dark touch of wood, touch of dark fruit, that kind of lingering in the mouth for a bit. It doesn't feel like it's real high proof, although I'm feeling a little numbness on my inside of my lip here. Not harsh, doesn't have those sharp edges to the heat on it. Don't get anything going down the chest. Let's get another sip in here. A little bit of harshness on the tongue. There's definitely some wood character in there. And I'm feeling like there's a little bit of age on this. The nose is opening up just a touch now. Got a little bit more vanilla, a little more pronounced characters there. All right, so proof-wise, I'll get one more sip. I mean, it feels light. I feel like we're in that 85 ballpark. 85 to 90. The only thing that makes me feel like it might be a little bit higher is this kind of numbness I'm getting on the inside of my lips. So maybe we're like 90, 85 to 90. The nose is really opening up now and it smells good. Not a lot of different notes, just more pronounced of some of the smaller, lighter notes I was getting before. Not incredibly complex, but it's got a good amount of flavor notes in there. Tastes good, not harsh. Some of those bitey edges aren't there that I'd expect on like if it was a bit younger whiskey. So I'm going to say this one's maybe a touch older. Maybe like those woody characters kind of make me feel like we're in the 8 to 10 ballpark, but I screwed up the ages a bit lately. Let's add a little bit of water and get there, see where we're at, but I'm having a feeling this one's not going to be any better with water. All right. Definitely didn't help the nose. Brought forward some of those more like bitter, woody qualities. Knocked back some of the fruit a little bit. Really muddled the flavors, knocked them down quite a bit. Yeah, I wouldn't add water to this, whatever it is. I feel like I say that a lot, but this one just doesn't take well to water. So, for a rating, I like it. I think it's good. I'm going to say, oh man, ratings are tough. I'm going to say it's an 82. I think it's really good. This is Michter's Small Batch Unblended American Whiskey. Awesome, I've been waiting for this one to come up. I've had this bottle forever and I'm glad it finally got picked. So let me go grab that bottle and we'll talk about it a little bit more. All right, we just finished the review of Michter's American Whiskey. This is batch number 17D783, if anyone cares. This is a 41.7 ABV, 83.4 proof, unblended American whiskey. So, as we kind of got in the review, there was some deeper, darker notes on this whiskey, and I was picking up some wood characters and deeper notes that I, at the time when I was reviewing it, thought were because of more time in a barrel. But now that I know what this is, I kind of get the feeling more that it's because we were getting stuff that was already, it's being aged in used barrels where there's already used whiskey. So I think some of those characters are coming from the used barrels, and that's kind of a cool twist on something you don't normally get from a bourbon that would probably be the age that this is, because I would imagine this isn't super old. They don't say anything about, there's no age statement on the bottle, they don't say anything about it on their website. You know, I would have to guess we're probably like 5, 6 years old, 7 years, just based on what they're doing. But, you know, the American whiskey thing is kind of cool, and I think this is the second American whiskey I've reviewed on the channel. The first was the Smooth Ambler American whiskey. I'll link that up here if you haven't seen that review. And that one was the same kind of deal, where it has a lot of the bourbon-like characters, but they're just a little bit different. Like the Smooth Ambler was very nut-forward, had a lot of that nutty character to it that you just don't normally get out of most bourbons. This had some deeper, darker notes and some things that I perceived as age and woodiness, and I'm sure all that's coming from these older used barrels. So it's kind of a cool thing, and I kind of like to try some more American whiskeys and see kind of where they go with it, because it's a cool twist and something that's a bit different than just your average bourbon or rye. So on this one, I thought it was really good. For value, this bottle I paid $36 for. And at that price, I think it's a good deal. I would definitely say go out and pick one up if you can get it at that price. I know I've seen it go for a lot more than that, closer to the 45 range, which is similar. All the base level Michter's products, I think, go in that range. Generally, like at the big box stores like Total Wine and Bevmo, you're looking around, you know, the $44, $45 range. And at that price, I have a hard time, just because, like I always say, there's so much good whiskey at the $30 price range. It's tough to tell you to go out and pay $15 more for something that's maybe on par with those, but still it's half again as much money. So I would definitely say it's worth picking up. It's worth trying. It's really good. And it's definitely an interesting twist on for someone who likes bourbon and rye. It definitely has some unique characters to it that I think you'll find interesting. So if you've had Michter's American Whiskey, let me know what you think of it down below in the comments. You can, as always, follow me on Instagram at blind_reviews or send me an email at blindwhiskeyreviews@gmail.com. And until next time, cheers.